The numbers show just how tough these times can be. Thousands of people in our 10-town area now need a helping hand to cross the divide to a better life. Nearly half of our community struggles to afford housing, healthcare, food, and other essentials. And nearly a third of our neighbors are living below the federal poverty level. No single agency, community program, or donor can change this on their own. But through United Way of Greater Waterbury, we can work together to do something big. We can build the bridge to a better life. With your help, we can use proven strategies and local partners to address the immediate needs of individuals and families. We can directly impact the education, financial stability, and basic needs for thousands who desperately need a hand up. And we can provide long-term solutions that remove the obstacles holding them back. Everyone wins when a child enters school ready to learn, or when our neighbors have enough to eat, a roof over their heads, and access to adequate health care. Help us build the bridge to leaving hunger behind, to practical job training, to avoiding homelessness, and to rising above hopelessness. A strong community provides everyone with a path to success. Help us build the bridge today.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The weather is no match for the spirit and commitment as we get ready to launch the 2021-2022 United Way campaign. Right here in downtown Waterbury, we are not going to allow the weather to stop us. And although we're not able to be and see all of Waterbury, we are here at the beautiful campus of Post University. This is a significant day. This is a day when we as our community come together to devote ourselves to say that we are committed to raising funds for our community. It is also the day when after 10 years, an entire decade, we're bringing back the Day of Caring. We have over 80 corporate volunteers going to 18 different sites across our greater area to volunteer and help our partners so that they can build the bridge for our future youth, our future lawyers, our future doctors, and our future bankers. Are you ready? But as I said, we're not going to let the weather stop us. Hello to our live stream audience. We're so glad you can join us. Are we going to let the weather stop us? No. Why? The weather can't stop us. What? The weather can't stop us. Why? We're building bridges. What? The weather can't stop us. Why? We're building bridges. Why? The weather can't stop us. We're building bridges. We're building bridges. We're building bridges. Good day, good day, good day. We are so glad you are here with us. This is the first time with us said that we are going to be bringing back the day of caring. We are so grateful to our corporate volunteers. We're grateful to all of you who are here. As we look at today's kickoff, this fundraising campaign, we really want to be so grateful that we are able to stand united as a people for our people. You know, today is not just about donating and giving food. It's not just about making sure that we have everything that people need for today. It is about building a future for those who have hopes and dreams, a future for those who, when they look at their current circumstances, it can sometimes feel so hopeless. It's for the children, it's for the parents who might be in a very difficult situation, where for them, while we look at rain as a blessing, sometimes their problems seem to reign so strong that they can't see any vision of the future. It could be those who need adequate health care. It can be those who are trying to get out of a relationship that no longer serves their best interests. It could be those who are looking for a roof over their head, not because they want a fancier house, but because they want a nice, warm place that they can call home. It could be something as simple as reaching out and having a conversation with someone to let them know that there is a better tomorrow. I want you all to know that all of you right here, you're making a difference. Your presence is making a difference. Your contributions, that's making a difference. We want you to be bridge builders, to build a bridge to the future, that when a young kid sits and colors something with a crayon, or a mom writes something in her dream book, or a dad sits on the job and tries to figure out, how can I be a better provider for my family? We want you to know that you are the answer to their prayers, that you are the answer to their hopes. The bridge to a better life is one, not just one single agency, it's not just one program, it's not just a donor, it's all of us, the United Way of Greater Waterbury. Together, as we launch this 2021-2022 campaign, we want you to know that we are building a bridge to a much better, brighter future where united we all can stand. Now it's time for us to introduce our 2021-2022 campaign chair, Dr. Stephen Schneider, president of St. Mary's Hospital. Dr. Schneider.
Thank you very much, Karen. Thanks for bringing all that energy and enthusiasm to this campaign. Much, much appreciated. I want to thank, first of all, our hosts, John Hopkins, the CEO of Post University, and his team, including Bob Symbiote and Bob Reese, for being so gracious to let us have this space to celebrate this morning. You guys have been unbelievable citizens of this community, really, over the last many years. So this is yet again something that you always step up and do when it's needed for the city. So thank you very, very much. So next, I want to just recognize our campaign leadership cabinet members who have been really working and supporting me. I see Kathy Luria outside, shielded from the rain, and I know many of the campaign cabinet members are at home or at work. Hopefully you were able to get away to a quiet place and watch this presentation live. So, and if you don't get to watch it live, it will still be around afterwards, I'm told. So I also have to make sure that I watch what I say, because the legacy will live on. I also want to thank the mayor and his team and police chief, fire chief for all the support they've given us to be able to pull this together. Lastly, I really want to recognize the United Way team, Kristen Jacoby and her team, who have really lived out the whole adage of adapt to circumstances. So coming here to post on their campus was literally the fourth option that we had to do this. COVID said, you know, we can't all gather, the 500 of us that were going to be at La Bella Vista. Originally, then Post University was going to host us on their campus. However, there was not enough parking for all the people that would have come. So then we came upon this brilliant suggestion from John Hopkins yet again to use the top of the parking garage, which is dedicated to Post here downtown. And then, of course, there's the old adage that when humans make a plan, God smiles and laughs. And so out of the 5 or 6 days in a row that are going to be spectacular, beautiful days, there was one day that it was going to rain. And of course, it's today. So here we are inside Post University with a host of people outside. And thank you for being here. So, you know, the United Way of Greater Waterbury covers a 10-town region. There are people, and you all know this, there are people that are struggling, people that are barely making their way through. We've already talked a little bit about access to food, housing, healthcare, and all of the businesses in town have also been affected by COVID, and yet people continue to step up to the plate and help and volunteer to help those that are in need. And I would say, starting with the campaign leadership cabinet, but with everybody else that's here, you're spending so much time on this campaign and on helping the United Way achieve their goals that I am in awe that people are able to do this. There's another old adage that people say, which is, if you really need something done that's important, ask a busy person, because they are the ones that always find the extra time to get things done. So thank you to everybody who is taking their time in this effort and in all the other efforts of the United Way. So basically, we really need to pull together and support. Today's the kickoff day. Today is also the day of caring. People are going to go out, even in the rain, and do gardening and do beautification projects and other things to kind of help kick off this campaign. And so I think it's going to be a very exciting day, and I'm very appreciative that you're all here. Now I would like to introduce Adriana Flores, my campaign co-chair, and also my colleague at St. Mary's Hospital, our Chief Human Resources Officer, Adriana Flores.
Thank you, Dr. Schneider, and thank you for getting me involved in this wonderful work. I'm humbled to be in the presence of all the volunteers and everyone that made this possible today, so thank you. The need is real, right? And the pandemic has just exacerbated that need. I'm going to give you a couple of data points that are going to reflect on what that need is. 44% of our community members struggle to afford housing, food, transportation, healthcare, taxes, and other basic needs. 13% of households in the Greater Waterbury area are ALICE, or asset limited, income constrained, employed. 31% are living below the federal poverty line. These are real numbers reflecting real people. These are people who just need a way to get across that divide, and we can build bridges for them. Thank you.
Thanks, Adriana. You get me back for a couple more minutes. So the work that we're going to start today, we have a short time to do it. By December 1st, we will be wrapping up the campaign. So I know that there's a lot of energy. We're going to need all hands on deck for that. We've had many partners stepping up to help us, and I know many more will step up as the campaign unfolds. I want to thank a few other parties too who have made this possible. WATR, who are running our public service announcements free of charge. We recorded those last week, and they've been really devoted and continue to ask us what else they could do for us. The Republican American, running a full page ad today. Grant Copeland and his WORX company, who first of all came up with the Build a Bridge campaign theme, but also provide most of the all of the things that publicize this campaign and all the creativity behind it. So I want to thank them, Label Interactive, and Jeff Juilliard, who created the campaign video. And once again, I want to thank Post University, who continue to amaze me with their charitable attitude and their contributions to this city. One thing I would like to do is to ask all of you who are listening to enlist your friends, your family, your coworkers in this whole drive. The need is real. The United Way, I think more than any other organization, knows how to identify the areas of most need and to make sure those funds get there. So if you want to be a resource for your community, if you want to contribute, that's the reason that I agreed to become the campaign chair this year, is I have great confidence that Kristen Jacoby and her team at the United Way really have their fingers on the pulse of where need is, and they will help your dollars make the biggest difference they can. So again, the bridge is only as strong as its foundation, and with what I'm seeing here today, the foundation is very, very solid. So let's have a great campaign. I know we can do it. Thank you. Karen?
Thank you very much, Dr. Schneider. Before we close, I want you to understand how real this is. I know you're probably being asked by a number of different organizations, can you give here? The need is real. We want you to help families. Well, let me tell you a quick story. About 30 plus years ago, a family came from the Caribbean trying to find a better way for their children. Husband and wife trying to figure out how do they provide a better future for their 4 children that they brought with them. At the time, one of their children, she had to figure out, how do I go to college? The prerequisite was we came to America to make sure that you go to school. And this young lady was able to get a scholarship from United Way in Massachusetts. You probably wondering, where's my money go? It's all just to feed a bunch of people who are hungry and need homes. You know what? They need that. But there's also people who have dreams, who are just trying to figure out how to build a bridge from where they are now to where they want to be. I am that young lady, and here I am 30 plus years later. I am the CEO and founder of Workplace Success Group. We're a global leadership consultant firm. I'm the author of 5 books. I've spoken to anywhere from the United Nations to other global companies around the world. So as you consider, where's your money going? You're investing in the future of a young parent. You're investing in the future of a young person who have dreams. You are putting a roof over their head, and you are giving hope. So whatever you're considering, those of you who are watching via live stream, those of you who are listening to this after, you're thinking, can I afford it? Can you afford not to? Can you afford not to invest in building a bridge for someone to a better life? So make sure you donate, make sure you participate, make sure you recruit other ambassadors, and join us united as we build the bridge to a better future. Thank you very much. Dr. Schneider, Tamika, and Kristen, we would love to have you up. Adriana.
Thank you so much, Kristen Jacoby, the president of United Way. Just want to thank you all for being out there and joining us this morning on the behalf of United Way Board of Directors and the entire United Way team, everybody that's live streaming with us, and all of our volunteers. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your help.
Good morning. I'm Tamika Cole, Chief Development Officer here at United Way of Greater Waterbury. I want to thank you all for what you've done in prior years, and thank you in advance for what you're going to do this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's build a bridge.
The numbers show just how tough these times can be. Thousands of people in our 10-town area now need a helping hand to cross the divide to a better life. Nearly half of our community struggles to afford housing, healthcare, food, and other essentials. And nearly a third of our neighbors are living below the federal poverty level. No single agency, community program, or donor can change this on their own. But through United Way of Greater Waterbury, we can work together to do something big. We can build the bridge to a better life. With your help, we can use proven strategies and local partners to address the immediate needs of individuals and families. We can directly impact the education, financial stability, and basic needs for thousands who desperately need a hand up. And we can provide long-term solutions that remove the obstacles holding them back. Everyone wins when a child enters school ready to learn, or when our neighbors have enough to eat, a roof over their heads, and access to adequate health care. Help us build the bridge to leaving hunger behind, to practical job training, to avoiding homelessness, and to rising above hopelessness. A strong community provides everyone with a path to success. Help us build the bridge today.